Hi everyone. Today I want to share a deeply personal and painful story. A story about betrayal, heartbreak, and finding the strength to rebuild my life. I'm 40 years old, and my wife, who's 37, and I had been married for 10 years. Together, we built a life that I thought was solid. We have two amazing kids who mean the world to me, and just recently, we celebrated what I thought was a happy anniversary. But over the past year, things started to change. My wife began acting differently. She was irritable, distant, and avoided me more often than not. Our intimacy dwindled to almost nothing. Some days, she was an incredible mom to our kids. Other days, she seemed completely detached, even wishing out loud that our kids had never been born. At first, I chalked it up to stress or burnout, but deep down, I felt something was wrong. Then, something happened that turned my world upside down. I went to the urologist for what I thought was a routine issue, a urinary tract infection. But the results suggested it might be an STD. I can't even begin to describe the shock. I've been faithful to my wife since the day we started dating. There was no way this could be possible, yet there it was clear as day in the test results. At the time, my wife was away at a business seminar. The timing was suspicious, but I wasn't ready to jump to conclusions. Still, I couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. In my desperation, I did something I never thought I'd do. My wife has kept diaries for over a decade, and out of sheer frustration and confusion, I decided to read them. What I found shattered me. For the past 2 years, she's been having multiple affairs. One of these affairs lasted over a year, and when her lover moved on to someone else, it seemed to trigger her erratic behavior and irritability. As if that wasn't enough, I discovered she has a hidden Tinder account and has been regularly meeting other men. Reading those words felt like a dagger to the heart. This wasn't just a one-time mistake. It was a pattern of deceit. I was devastated, not just for myself, but for our kids. How could I protect them from this? How could I even begin to pick up the pieces? After a lot of soul-searching, I knew what I had to do. I decided to file for divorce, fight for full custody of my kids, and sue her for giving me an STD. I found a lawyer who was relentless, a real shark. She assured me that we could use the evidence from my wife's diaries to build a strong case. She even found legal ways to get the diaries admitted as evidence, which turned out to be a game changer. The divorce proceedings were brutal, but in the end, justice was served. The court ruled in my favor, granting me 80/20 custody of our kids. She was ordered to pay child support, and I retained the family home until the kids turn 18. She even has to pay half the mortgage until then. As for alimony, none. And in the case of the STD, the court awarded me a hefty sum for damages. It was a small but significant win in a sea of heartbreak. The fallout didn't stop there. Word of the case spread, and it started to affect her professional life. She lost her credibility at work, was demoted to a desk job, and her days of traveling for business seminars were over. Rumors started circulating that she had misused company funds for her affairs, hotel stays, and other expenses, and I've heard her employer is considering termination. With her reputation in ruins, she moved back in with her parents. The woman who once had everything, her family, her career, and the trust of her husband, now has nothing. And while I take no joy in her downfall, I can't deny that actions have consequences. Now, it's all about moving forward. My focus is on my kids and creating a stable, loving environment for them. They've been through enough, and they deserve the best version of me. This journey has been one of the hardest things I've ever faced, but it's also been a lesson in resilience. I've learned to stand up for myself, to protect my family, and to demand the respect I deserve. If there's one thing I want to share with anyone watching, it's this: don't settle for less than you deserve. If someone betrays your trust, it's okay to walk away. It's okay to demand better, for yourself and for those you love. Healing takes time, but it's possible. And in the end, you'll come out stronger, wiser, and ready for the next chapter of your life. Thank you for listening to my story. If you've been through something similar, know that you're not alone. Share your thoughts in the comments, and let's support each other through these tough times. Remember, betrayal may break your heart, but it doesn't have to break your spirit. Please like and subscribe to the channel.